Sales skills for the non-salesperson, a beginner's guide. If you don't go to work, then never mind, no need to discuss. But if you do go to work, whether it's a commercial or non-commercial organization, you will have to, at some point, talk about, share, and present to someone about the organization, its products and services, missions, or the brand and programs of the organization. Therefore, it means you're selling an idea, a concept, or a specific product or service. And no matter which department you are in, even if you are not labeled as sales or marketing, you must have selling skills. The higher and more critical your position in the company, the better your selling skills must be. If you can't even sell your company's products or services, then what are you doing there when the most basic requirement of joining a company or organization is to become an ambassador for its brand? Thus, everyone must clearly understand that all staff in the company, regardless of their position or department, must have sales and brand promotion skills in their job description. Now, if you had to explain and sell your company's products and services in just 3 sentences, what would you say? Most people would be very uncomfortable when asked this question, simply because they have never been forced to sell under such pressure. And most will speak at length, explaining all sorts of things that even after listening, it's not clear what they are trying to sell or how it relates to the life of the person they are speaking to. Then, it's considered a fail. People are becoming less patient by the day, and they only pay attention and focus in the first 7 to 10 seconds. If you don't get to the point and capture their attention, you will lose them right there. And whatever impressive things you say afterward, they won't listen to it. So what's there to sell or negotiate? Therefore, selling is a skill, and this skill needs to be continuously honed throughout your career. The better this skill, the more valuable an asset you become to the company or organization. No matter what you do, you must be able to sell first. Then you can tell other great stories like building and shaping the organization. For amateur salespeople, I prefer to find a way that I am most comfortable with when selling, to train to sell as if not selling. If selling means pressuring people to the point of discomfort, then what's the point, as they will avoid you like the plague in the future. Therefore, my sales principle is extremely simple and applicable in any situation or type of product or service, with the following 3 questions. 1. What do they need? What is their pain? Have you ever tried to sell something that others don't need? If so, you're just banging your head against the wall for fun, not for any specific goal. No one cares about something they don't need. But if it's exactly what they need, they will grasp it immediately, as their antennas are highly tuned to issues they care about. For example, if they have a hair loss problem, anything related to solving this issue will be noted. If the problem is wanting to invest to create additional income, but only having a small amount of capital, any model that requires low investment will attract attention. It's always like that. Problem, solution is a pair in anything you do. If you find the pain, the problem of the person you're speaking to, you will find the corresponding solution for them. Thus, each person may have different pains, but can still buy the same product, because your product may offer different functions, not just one. Hence, the choice to use which function, rational or emotional, depends on the audience. You don't always say the same thing to everyone, and you don't need to explain all the functions in detail. Sometimes, just focusing on the one thing they are most interested in is enough, as it is what is solving their pain or problem. So, how many ways are there to sell the same product? For me, the answer is countless, as the sales script must be flexible according to the problem, the pain of the person you're speaking to. You need to learn how to ask questions, observe, care, and empathize to understand and find their problem first. Don't rush into selling without knowing whether they need it and why they need your solution. 2. What features or solutions of the product or service can solve their pain? Once you understand what the person needs, where they are hurting, then you start finding solutions for them from your product or service. Remember, new products and services create various benefits, maybe 3, 5, 7, etc. But never stand there and list them all. Just correctly place one product feature that can become a solution, solving the person's problem or pain. Everything else is extra. a bonus, decoration, and should not be placed on the same level as the main feature you just chose to address their issue. Thus, for different individuals with different pains, you will need to flexibly choose different features as the main message to share and present. The art is there, not just pressing a button and playing the same pre-recorded message. A person who knows how to sell is a designer. It's the same product, but they know how to package it in different ways, depending on the needs of the person they are speaking to. The principle is very much design thinking, understanding, identifying problems, finding solutions. Just apply this one principle, and you can sell anything. The principle is the same, only the knowledge about the industry, product, and service is what you need to learn. So no matter which company you work for, whatever the product or service, you can become a good salesperson. Just be willing to train in asking questions and designing solutions, as mentioned above. 3. Do they have any further hesitations? Sometimes, even after the problem is solved, there might still be a few lingering concerns, minor but still affecting the decision-making process. This is when you need to care, monitor, and detect these hesitations at the right moment to resolve them completely, eliminating all hesitations for them to close the deal, complete the transaction. Even if everything was going smoothly before, if you lack monitoring and fail to conclude this sales process, everything can still go off course, especially if the person is easily influenced by others' opinions, information from other sources. You shouldn't push too hard, but still need to monitor and intervene at the right moment to help the person feel most comfortable, most confident in the solution that both of you have designed together. And then, no matter what, you must sign the contract and receive the payment before considering the sales cooperation completed. Promises don't count as a deal, as they can disappear with the wind at any moment. Don't rush to celebrate with a party if the contract isn't signed and the money isn't in the account. 4. Am I selling recklessly? One of the things that often disappoints me about salespeople is that they only focus on closing the deal without considering whether it is the best solution for the customer. Finding a customer is hard. Building their trust is even harder. Therefore, the most important thing now is how to maintain customers who have trusted you, build a long-term relationship with them to sell sustainably. In the short-sighted view, a customer may just be one deal. In the sustainable view, you need to understand the concept of a customer's lifetime value. They are not just one deal. They can be a relationship that creates countless deals with increasingly greater value if you nurture and create increasingly better value for that relationship. Therefore, selling and then disappearing, running away, is a scam. True selling is when you build a strong relationship, creating more value over time with an increasingly high level of trust. Here, you know what is necessary, what is good for the person, and you never trade off, selling recklessly if it's not the best for them. Trust is not built on a few small, sneaky tricks. Trust can only be built on sincerity, on integrity in the relationship. If something is not good for them, you may have to decide to drop the deal, not sell. It's better to do that to maintain the relationship rather than selling recklessly and losing a long-term opportunity. That's it. We are not professional salespeople, but selling skills are the most basic skills of all staff in all departments. Therefore, if you realize this, no matter what you are doing, where you are, you should learn and practice this skill. Surely with this skill, you will help yourself develop to a new level and be more valued. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content.